Hello guys, welcome back to my channel where we provide you with the latest updates, exciting gist and more. Please, if this is your first time here, do not make it your last. Do well to hit the subscribe button below and give this video a thumbs up. By doing this, you'll stay updated on our latest content and never miss out on any of this fun. So go ahead right now to the subscribe button, click on it to be part of our community. So guys, this movie is titled Turning Tide, which is actually featured by Maurice Sam and Sonia Uche. We've long waited for this movie and right now it is out. Alright guys, in this movie, Maurice Sam is playing the role of Oscar while Sonia Uche is taking the role of Dana, and they were actually couples who had a lovely family with a daughter named Genevieve. They were actually a picture perfect family, with Oscar being a devoted father and Dana a loving mother. Genevieve was the apple of their eye and they cherished every moment with her. Their homes was filled with laughter, love and warmth. They were each other's rock and their bond was unbreakable. Together they created a loving and nurturing environment where they could grow and thrive as a family. As time went on, Dana got influenced by her jealous friends who were not happy about the fact that she was married, like she got married before them. Her friends who were supposed to be supportive and happy for her began to subtly plant seeds of doubt and disconnect in her mind. They would make snide comments about Oscar and her husband and their relationship, making Dana question whether she had made the right choice. She began to listen to their toxic words and doubt her own happiness. She started to feel like she had missed out on something by getting married now, and that Oscar was holding her back from experiencing life to the fullest. Her friends' jealousy and resentment slowly but surely crept into her mind, poisoning her thoughts and causing her to question her love for Oscar and their life together. Her friends went to the extent of luring her into extorting money from her husband, saying she needed to dress and look very expensive, which led to issues, driven by jealousy and resentment. They manipulated Dana into believing that she deserved a more luxurious life and that Oscar should provide it for her. They actually convinced her that she needed, better clothes and even to get a new car for herself. And Dana, who was unaware of her friends' true intentions, began to make demands on Oscar, asking for more and more money to fund her lifestyle. Oscar's husband was feeling pressured and confused, trying to reason with her, but she became distant and cold, accusing him of not caring about her happiness. The more Dana's friend influenced her, the more she became consumed by materialism and greed, causing tension and conflict in her marriage. Unknown to Dana, her friends were secretly delighted to see her marriage crumble, fueled by their own jealousy and bitterness towards her happiness. Dana started giving her husband weird attitude and asked him for money to start up a business. But her request was laced with an ulterior motive. At first she never had the strength or the mind to start up a business, but her friend's negative influence had ignited a spark of entitlement and greed within her. She began to see Oscar as a means of, to fund her newfound entrepreneurial ambition rather than a loving partner. Her friends had convinced her that she needed financial independence and that Oscar should support her endeavors, even if it meant draining their family's resources. Her attitude towards Oscar became increasingly demanding and condescending as she started to view him as an obstacle to her success rather than a supportive husband. She also belittles his accomplishments and making him feel inadequate. Oscar, feeling hurt and confused, tried to reason with her, but she was too far gone, consumed by her own ego and her friend's poisonous advice. So after pressurizing her husband to fund the business she wanted to start up, they actually had savings, and Oscar, wanting to support his wife's newfound entrepreneurial spirit, decided to give her a significant amount of money, in millions, to start up her business. However, instead of using the funds for her business ventures, shockingly, she used the money to buy an extravagant car. So one day, Oscar had a devastating accident that left him with temporary paralysis on his legs, confining him to a wheelchair. And Dana, who had initially shown concern and care, soon grew tired of being his primary caregiver. She began to see Oscar as a burden, a constant reminder of her own lost freedom and independence. The stress of caring for him, combined with her own selfish desires, led to surge in arguments between the couple. The tension was palpable, and their daughter Genevieve couldn't help but notice the constant quarreling. She felt torn between her love for both parents, watching in distress as their relationship crumbled before her eyes. The once happy family was now a battleground, with Oscar's vulnerability and Dana's resentment fueling the conflict. Genevieve's innocence was shattered as she struggled to comprehend why her mother, who was supposed to love and care for her father, now seemed so resentful and unsupportive. Dana's frustration and resentment towards Oscar's condition finally boiled over, and she made the shocking decision to leave the marriage. She had grown tired of being a caregiver and felt entitled to a more luxurious life. With the temptation of a wealthy suitor waiting in the wings, she abandoned Oscar and their daughter Genevieve, leaving them to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. The once devoted mother and wife walked away from her family, prioritizing her own selfish desires over her loved one's needs. Genevieve was left heartbroken and confused, together with her husband Oscar, struggling to understand why her mother would abandon her and her father in their time of need. Oscar, still recovering from his accident, was devastated by Dana's departure, feeling betrayed and alone. The family was actually torn apart, a casualty of Dana's greed and lack of empathy. Oscar was really heartbroken for months, struggling to come to terms with Dana's departure. His primary concern was his daughter Genevieve, and he didn't want to introduce another woman into her life too quickly. However, as time passed, he realized that he needed support and companionship to heal and move forward. That's when he met Jenny, a kind and compassionate woman who brought light and love back into his life. Jenny was understanding and patient, recognizing the wounds of Oscar's past. She slowly gained Genevieve's trust and affection, becoming a positive influence in their lives. Oscar found himself falling deeply in love with Jenny, grateful for her unwavering support and care. With Jenny by his side, Oscar began to rebuild his life, finding happiness and hope for a brighter future. Jenny's loving care and dedication helped Oscar heal and recover, and finally he was able to leave the wheelchair behind, taking his first step towards a new life as he regained his strength and independence. Their bond grew stronger and they fell deeply in love. Oscar was grateful for Jenny's unwavering support and encouragement, and she admired his resilience and determination. Together they formed an unbreakable connection, one that helped them overcome the past and embrace a bright future. Their relationship blossomed, filled with laughter, joy, and a deep affection for each other. Oscar and Jenny's love story became a testament to the power of hope, redemption, and the human spirit's capacity to heal and love again. Dana's eyes were finally opened to the harsh reality. The supposed rich man she had left Oscar for, was nothing but a fraudster, entangled in a web of illegal activities. She was horrified to discover that he had lost everything, including his house, and was now embroiled in dangerous dealings that put her own life at risk. Fear and panic set in as she realized she had made a grave mistake. With no other choice, Dana fled for her safety, leaving behind the luxurious lifestyle she had once coveted. She was forced to confront the consequences of her own selfish desires and devastating impact it had on her family. Dana's eyes were filled with regret as she realized she had made a grave mistake. She had thrown away something precious, her marriage to Oscar, for a fleeting illusion of wealth and status. But now it was too late. Oscar had moved on, finding happiness with Jenny, and Dana was left alone, haunted by the memories of what she had lost. She wept for the love and family she had so carelessly discarded. Her heart heavy with sorrow and longing. The bitter taste regrets filled her mouth, as she understood that true love and happiness had been within her grasp, but she had let it slip away. The realization was a hard pill to swallow, and Dana was left to pick up the pieces of her shattered life, forever reminded of the mistake she had made. So guys, the movie didn't just end here. It will be better if you go see it yourself. You are going to find it really interesting because it is very, very educative, for those in relationship and even the single ones. Again, so guys, it is really a must-watch movie. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. Please do well to make your contributions in the comment section. Hit the subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also turn on your notification bell so you can receive my video immediately it's being posted. And if this is your first time, guys, please do not make it your last. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.